coming off a real nice game and even 100 yards. It's the Titans and the Ravens, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Set for what should be a tussle here in England. The Ravens and Titans underway from London. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Well, the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. He's into space past the... And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakakro, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though. He knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. To throw is Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL. which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Titan football. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run, not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Tannehill. It's complete to Hopkins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw is Tannehill. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Tannehill. Short throw taken in by Conqueror. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And this one taken in by Cephas. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A slot man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And he wisely will throw that one away. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And bringing it in right side here, Becker. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You know, when we call it a game, we talk about Edward Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. A give for Edwards running right. Evades him at the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know Coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyler Huntley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And brought in downfield by Burks. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Tannehill on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Holding offense.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Jackson, option right. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Tannehill. He'll complete this one. Okonkwo. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed on that route. He's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Okonkwo with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Jackson rolling to his right. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. In motion left goes a tight end. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricardo. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Jackson. Throw out left, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be held in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker now to add the point after. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because Not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Play action. It's Tannehill. It's complete to Hopkins. Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? To throw is Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tannehill. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Great play to move the chains by Hopkins to show that he remains a great playmaker despite missing chunks of the last 2 seasons. Averaged almost 80 yards per game in 9 games last year.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on second down from the 9. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. His pass caught at the 4. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Option play, and that hand to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now Jackson on second down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people that have big games as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
Now Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a bit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Amari Hooker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, if you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Guys, man, Okonkwo.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Off the option, here's Henry.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. good gain there on first down. That keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Henry is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 11. 1:55 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. Huntley's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here's Huntley. Connecting with Aguilar. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's first and goal. Huntley. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way. Couldn't try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go, here we go.
So it's a win here for the Titans, and it was their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, CD, who really led the way.